everyone, Danielle, the Mompreneur VA, and today for my video I want to talk about a question that I get a lot that has been on my recent mentoring calls, something that I realized there's a lot of fear around, and that future and prospective VAs are really struggling with, and that is the client onboarding process. It seems to be something that can be very daunting and cause a lot of fear and unknown on how do I onboard a client. I think the most important thing that I want to say with this is take a breath and keep it simple. You don't need this massive onboarding process. This isn't like when you're a new hire at a job and you have all the paperwork to fill out and all the trainings to do. It doesn't have to be that complicated. I think the most important thing with onboarding a new client when it's first vetting them and then starting off with them is going to be knowledge. Knowledge is really going to be key and power here. So create a questionnaire that you can have prospective clients fill out. I think it's a great idea either before your introductory call, that discovery call where they first say, hey, I need some work done. And you say, great, let's have a talk and see if we're a good fit for each other. You know, that discovery call that you have them fill out that questionnaire first. Or even after, if you want to, this is where you're going to have to play around and see what works for you. Have a call with them. You feel like this is a good vibe. We're fitting well. Great. I want you to fill out this questionnaire for me. And the point of that is knowledge for you and knowledge for your client. It's really important to dig deep into what they need so that you know if you can fill that need, if you want to fill that need, if you'd be a good fit for it. But it's also a really great way when you have these questions for these clients for them to figure out what they need. I've had so many times, probably actually every single client I've onboarded that's like, well, I know I need help with this and this, and I know I need other things, but I'm not really sure what. People are coming to you because they need help and they're overwhelmed, but they don't always know how to get that help or how to let things go or how to delegate. They've been running a business for so long all on their own, they don't know how to bring somebody else in. So when we ask these thought-provoking questions, it can help. Things like, what are you looking for in a VA? What are the top 3 tasks that you do every day that you really hate and wish you didn't have to do? Questions to really get their brain thinking. What's one thing that if somebody took off your plate would relieve the most amount of stress? These are how we start to dig and get this information out that we need. So questionnaires are great for that onboarding process. After that, you can dive deep into what exactly you need. This is not a clear-cut work where it's, I offer this one service, somebody needs it, this is how we do it. For some people, it's scheduling. For some people, it's calendar management. For some people, it's blog management. I mean, there's so many things you can do that you're going to have a different process for each one. So again, don't stress too much about having it perfectly set in place. Get a basic process of you want. We have that initial discovery call where we talk, we see if we're a good fit. Then we dive deep into some questions to see what it is you need and if I can help you. Then after that, we create a plan for how we're going to do it. For example, if I'm going to be helping with scheduling, well, what do I need access to? I need access to your calendar. I need access to your email. I need to know how you like me to communicate with clients. This is where we start. Ask those questions. That's how you're going to get the perfect, most tailored onboarding process for each of your clients. I hope that helped. There's so many amazing resources. I'm going to put a link to a blog post I read that I really loved by another virtual assistant that talked about some really great onboarding steps that you can do if you want something a little bit more concrete. Look at that, read it, try it out, and don't be afraid if that process changes as evolves as you go. Just keep going. You've got this. Bye, guys.